Daylight, my MVVs, welcome.
Ooni of Ife is my husband, my soulmate, and he will stay with me for as long as he wants. Go to hell, Queen Naomi allegedly slammed Ebony over her mastermind. You haven't seen anything. Yes, so this is the spirit. This is exactly the way that a lot of people expect Olori Naomi to be acting. Now, Ooni of Ife is a king, a great one at that, everybody knows. And he is most especially a very kind-hearted man. A lot of things have been happening in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, and the Oloris have been getting away with a lot of stuff because of the kind of heart that this king has. When others are fighting to keep the king, do not just be quiet and act as if it's not important. This is your husband. People expect Olori Naomi to get up and say something and do what she needs to do when she wants to do it. We do know that Olori Naomi is a very meek person. She's somebody who is not given to street life and all of that. But there are times where you need to say something. And right now she is beginning to say something. We all heard what is going on, how a man has taken Ooni of Ife to the royal Udua royal court to go and try and instigate them to let Kabiyesi not to be going to Olori Naomi as much as he does, because they said that since they did this reconciliation between Ooni of Ife and Olori Naomi, that Kabiyesi has been spending a lot of time with Olori Naomi. In his own word, the relationship is not going to heal, that things will not, go well if he doesn't give Naomi time. Even though Olori thinks that they have been marginalized. But Ooni of Ife doesn't belong to that school of thought. Ooni of Ife feels that the one Olori who has actually been marginalized has been Olori Naomi. And so Ooni of Ife is doing everything that is within his power to give Olori Naomi time, to ensure that everything goes well between himself and Olori Naomi. And this is what the Ooni people do not want. Now, this man, even though the man has made it very clear that nobody sent him on any errand to take Kabiyesi to the Odua traditional court, but people are saying that this is from Ebony because this man is related to Ebony. And the man is sounding very apprehensive. When he got to the Odua traditional court, he was very apprehensive that Kabiyesi is committing lots of abomination over and over again for leaving his palace all the time and going to be with Olori Naomi, even though this man is well aware that Olori Naomi is the wife to the Ooni of Ife. That is the king. I mean, the queen. Queen Naomi is the wife to the Ooni of Ife. Yes. Okay, he knows that very well. So how dare you say that the king has no right to go and stay with his wife in his own house? That house in the first place, the house used to belong to the Ooni of Ife until they said Ooni of Ife handed over the house to Olori Naomi and signed those documents. That house has always been Ooni of Ife's house. And so if a king has a house in A or B or C location, you do not expect the king to go to his house. Why does he have those houses? And this is a question that a lot of people are asking. Now, with everything that has happened, they said Olori Naomi has come out to, let Ebony know that, you haven't seen anything. If, trying to stop Kabiyesi from coming to me, it's your mission, it will never work. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter how far you go, you need to know that Kabiyesi is my husband. He is my soulmate. And he would never, ever, none of you have the capacity of stopping Kabiyesi. Now, is that confidence that these Oloris do not want? Because yes, so Olori Naomi is indeed confident about her relationship with her husband. And who wouldn't be? Look at the things that have happened to a point where we saw Ooni of Ife taunting Olori Naomi before other Oloris. And we thought that that was the end of it. Everybody was very upset and all of that. Then Ooni of Ife started going back and going back and going back. And they said that before the Ooni of Ife and Olori Naomi reconciled, they said one night that the private jet took Ooni of Ife to Puerto Rico to go and meet Iya Nifa, that it was that important. When that staff of office disappeared, Oni knew that he needed to do something. He needed to act fast. And they said that was how they flew from Nigeria to Puerto Rico to go and meet with Iya Nifa right there in Puerto Rico. And they said he put in a whole lot of work. And it was something that, if not for the grace of God, it would have cost Kabiyesi maybe his throne. And when his staff of office disappeared, Kabiyesi knew what he was up against. Kabiyesi knew that he needed to bring Queen Naomi back. Kabiyesi knew that Naomi needed to be on his side. Kabiyesi knew that, look, all of these things, I have been hearing them, but I have not experienced them. Kabiyesi had to go through that experience to understand how important Olori Naomi is in his life. And they said that is what healed everything, that he had to seek help. And the Yoruba elite came out to help him, and they tried to straighten out everything between Ooni of Ife and the Olori Naomi. And they said this from that time. People like Ebony have been crying because they never saw that coming. They have been fighting so much, and never in their wildest imagination would they have believed that Olori Naomi and the Ooni of Ife, would come back and be as strong as they have become right now. And they said that is the one thing that is plaguing them so much. Olori Naomi has come out in her word, as we are hearing, to tell Ebony that, look, if you want to fight me, bring it on. Let's see who wins at the end of the day. You have fought and fought over and over again. You have seen that. I win you. Silently, I win you. Physically, I win you. Spiritually, I win you. I have been winning you. I will continue to win you. Yeah? I win you all the time. I won you before. I'm going to win you again, right? And they say Ebony is making that very clear. I mean, Olori Naomi is making that very clear to Ebony, that you should bring the fight on. If you think that you have anything that is going to stop my husband from coming to me, you are lying, because it's never going to work. If you were a sensible person, you would have known right now that is never, ever going to work. Bring it on. I am ready for you. You have not seen anything. I am here. I'm ready for you. Continue in your fight. You know that everybody was right there in the palace with them. When Olori Naomi was, with her husband, everything was okay. They were sweet and all of that. Ebony was there. They said Ebony was the one doing all the traditional things that Olori Naomi could not do. They didn't know that Ebony was there, marking time to own the Ooni of Ife. But unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. Because when Olori Naomi left, they said Ebony thought that, Ooni of Ife was going to have her alone the way he had Olori Naomi alone. Ebony never knew that Ooni of Ife will marry all of these women. But Ooni of Ife married all of the women. As a matter of fact, Ebony was the last woman that Ooni of Ife brought when he was bringing other wives. So right now, if you think that you have any capacity to fight with me, Olori Naomi said to have told Ebony, you better think twice, because it will never ever work. I have come to stay, and my husband is going to be with me. I'm going to bring you more updates. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.